Well, welcome back. What we have for you next is the second in a series of videos from Dr. Group and Anthony Gucciardi giving you some simple and easy health tips that you can do. This one about cleaner air.
So let's talk about cleaning the air in our environment, which is actually key, and most people aren't aware of that.
Well, I mean, air is probably one of the most important, and this is my health secret number 2, is to breathe clean air as much as you can. I mean, we obviously live in a toxic world. I mean, the air is contaminated. We have the chemtrail fallout. You know, we have radiation in the air now coming over from Fukushima, and some sources are even saying the government agencies are spraying radiation into the air now, adding it to the chemtrails so they can blame it on Fukushima and use Fukushima as a scapegoat. But we have PCBs in the air. We have all different types of fossil fuels and contaminants, VOCs, volatile organic compounds. I mean, inside air is actually 10 times more toxic than outside air. And we have a decrease in the amount of oxygen that we're breathing. Oxygen is the main component of life. I mean, we need to breathe oxygen, and in some cities, the oxygen content now is as low as 6 to 9%, where if we look, 25, 30, 40, 50 years ago, we were up around the 26% oxygen. Oxygen is perfect because it splits, creates reactive oxygen species, and that neutralizes toxins. Ozone is effective at neutralizing toxins, but we lost a lot of the ozone too. So we're breathing in 30,000 breaths a day of what we should be breathing in clean air. But when you have people that are sleeping on these Tempur-Pedic mattresses that are breathing in all these chemical fire retardants and newly painted rooms and all the mold and the mildew and the pet dander, our lungs are taking a beating, and we're not able to we're breathing in chemicals and we're not breathing in enough oxygen. So what I recommend people do, the first step is to go to a local nursery and ask the person what are the best indoor plants for that area in which they live. I recommend people put 3 plants in each room of their house. Number 1, plants are going to naturally absorb toxins. Ferns especially do that. And they're also going to absorb CO2. If you have a lot of people in your house and you're breathing the CO2 that comes out of your mouth, the plants will absorb the CO2, and then plants produce oxygen. So the plants actually help clean the air inside the home. Another thing I recommend doing is using a high-quality air purification system in your home. I personally use one that produces ionized hydroperoxides by a company called RGF. It's called the REMI unit. But also, you can avoid and restrict the amount of chemical use in your house. Don't use air fresheners that are going to be putting out chemicals. Next time you get your carpet done, don't put a bunch of chemicals on your carpet. You really need to go through your whole house, get rid of all the cleaning supplies that are toxic chemicals that you and your kids are breathing on a daily basis. The home should be a very clean place and should be an environmentally friendly place, especially when you're talking about the air that you're breathing on a daily basis.
I've always gotten headaches when I go and use artificial cleaning products, or when I was, in somewhere where they were using artificial cleaning products, and I switched to 100% organic, the best I could find, oftentimes from wild-crafted ingredients, which are sometimes even better. And now I realize it smells good and it makes me feel good. It's like almost aromatherapy level. And the difference is that what I've found is when you walk down the aisles, even for some grocery stores, the toxic cleaning supplies, they're just like giving me migraines now when I inhale them, because I guess the sensitivity level now of my body is so much higher because I haven't been exposed to that for so long. And we're going to get into specifically detoxing the number of toxins that you experience on a daily basis, and also avoiding GMOs in ways that you may not be familiar with, such as avoiding them through supplementation and everything like that. So we'll get into that in the next video. And I think it's absolutely essential to stay tuned, because we're going to talk about the 5 health secrets you're not aware of.
Another couple things just real fast is the Himalayan crystal salt lamps work really good to kind of put salt into the air to kill bacteria and viruses. And also aromatherapy diffusers are another replacement for the toxic air fresheners that people can use. So the combination of all those things should clean the air in the house fairly well, especially when you sleep, and you should notice, changes, health changes right away.
Well, that's it for the Nightly News. Join us again tomorrow at 7 Central, 8 p.m. Eastern.
The globalist social engineers are not just targeting us with propaganda. They are manipulating our genetics. We are being targeted at every level by estrogen mimickers that lower our testosterone and other hormones and natural compounds that the body needs. After consulting top doctors, nutritionists, pharmacists, and others, we have developed what I believe is the ultimate non-GMO organic super male vitality formula sourced from powerful organic herbs and then concentrated for maximum potency. Super Male Vitality was developed to activate your body's own natural processes instead of using synthetic chemicals. Super Male Vitality by InfoWars Life is so powerful that I only take half the recommended dose. For a limited time, we are offering 15% off Super Male Vitality at InfoWarsLife.com to introduce you to this powerful supplement. Visit InfoWarsLife.com today to secure your Super Male Vitality. InfoWarsLife.com.